Okay, today we're going to look at defense mechanisms. So, defense mechanisms are unconscious distortions of a person's perception of reality that help reduce their stress and anxiety. So, while these were thought up by Sigmund Freud, they were systemized and categorized into this list of 10 that we use today by his daughter Anna Freud, who was herself a well renowned psychoanalyst. So, the first is denial, which is a refusal to recognize or acknowledge a threatening situation. So, basically, you just claim it's not true. Then you have repression. This is where you push down threatening or conflicting events or situations out of your conscious memory. An example here would be someone who has an abusive background, but they don't remember any of the abuse. Then you have rationalization, which is where you make up acceptable excuses for unacceptable behavior. You're kind of just trying to find a way to make it make sense. Then you have projection. This is where you place one's own unacceptable behaviors or thoughts onto somebody else. So think if you're always lying to someone, you might start accusing them of lying. That's projection. Then you have reaction formation. This is forming an emotional reaction or attitude that is the opposite of one's threatening or unacceptable behavior. An example here would be like somebody who hates their boss, but they're overly kind and helpful to their face. Next, you have displacement. This is expressing feelings that would be threatening if they were going to the proper target onto a less threatening substitute target. So think about maybe somebody was at work and they got yelled at work. They come home and they pick a fight with their spouse. That would be displacement. Next, you have regression. This is falling back into childlike patterns as a way of coping with stressful situations. Think about children who get into such stressful situations might start bedwetting again after they've already been potty trained. That's regression. Then you have identification. This is trying to become like someone else to deal with one's own anxiety. You're usually trying to go after people that you think are successful and powerful, kind of like, I don't like who I am, so I'm going to be like this person. That's identification. Then you have compensation or substitution. This is trying to make up for areas where a lack is perceived by becoming superior in other areas. So maybe think someone who's not good at sports, they want to go above and beyond in academics. And the key here is they're trying to cover up their weakness by being stronger somewhere else. They want to go from feeling inferior to feeling superior in a different area. And lastly, you have sublimation. This is turning socially unacceptable urges into socially acceptable behavior. So think about somebody who has a lot of anger, might pick up boxing or football. They would be taking their unacceptable anger and putting it through an acceptable outlet. And that is a quick overview of the psychological defense mechanisms. If you have any questions or comments, drop them below.